Hi, and welcome
to the Faxon blog and podcast. Are you at liberty to say what films that these are going to be showing up in?
I can give you a little bit of a. So there's a really great trivia show. There's a really great show on the Disney platform with the Bounty Hunter in it. And if you know what I'm getting at, and this kind of looks very futuristic, like something that he may or may not use.
And I mean, when you're talking about just even, folks who are getting into, let's say, their everyday carry handguns.
Sure.
And something that I think once you're at least in it for a little while, you start realizing how necessary and important having a light on your sidearm is, having a laser, something that's, there's all kinds of studies. It's like, if you get a light that strobes and it messes people up and, it helps you. But, I just think, right now I'm home with my family and I put my EDC in my bedside safe. And if it's dark and if I need to navigate my home, God forbid something were to happen, I need more than just, my basic, fiber sight on there in the middle of the night. What are some of the popular models that you guys do for EDC?
I actually have my bedside gun is your gun, the FX19.
That's a solid choice.
A solid choice. And I actually put on there one of our brand new lasers. It's the CMR 207. So it's a weapons leg with a laser, and we make it in red and green. Now, I happen to be a person who's a big fan of the paddle switches. Mm-hmm. So I like having that on my gun. It's ambi paddle switches because I believe that, this finger is for nothing more than the trigger. And this is how I do my activation, usually with my thumb, for the paddles to turn on and off. But Crimson Trace became known in the industry because of something that we have called instinctive activation. So what that is when you naturally grip the firearm, we actually have a little sensor on the handle of the firearm where when you naturally grip, it activates the light or the laser. Now, some people have said, hey, what if I don't want it to turn on? What if I don't want it to turn off? So it all has to do with the pressure in your grip, whether you want to turn it on and off. It has a master switch on it. So if you didn't want it on at all for that particular moment, you could turn it off. But I will tell you this, I've had a lot of training in my life. And if you are ever in a scenario where you have to deploy that firearm in a defensive scenario, I don't care who you are, you're going to look at the target, right? What are we taught all the time is that, right? Concentrate on that front sight. If that bad person is out there, you're going to be looking to see what that person is doing. So what happens is you have that laser as a secondary sighting system where you can see that the dot is on their chest or wherever it needs to be so that you know exactly where that bullet is going to go if you had to make that awful call.
Hi, and welcome.
The Faxon